Welcome back to Emulating Messi. I know it's been about a week since I uploaded, possibly over a week, and I'm sorry for that, but I've been very busy. I finished uni and I moved out and I've started a new job, and it's been a bit hectic, so I apologise for that. But I think it's probably a good thing we had a break, because some people were starting to get bored apparently, and generally most people are still interested, I guess, but hopefully having the week off will freshen everyone up a bit and have you pumped for some more Emulating Messi. But we shall see. If you've got any ideas to improve this, let me know. Someone suggested perhaps doing 2 seasons in one video, but it could make the video incredibly long if I did that, which is why I'm only doing 1 season per video. But anyway, back to reality, and Icelandic keeper is still stuck at Vior with no contract. He ended up with 31 under 21 caps in the end. He hasn't played for the full team. He is stuck, pretty much. And my battery on my laptop is running out. It is now plugged in. Okay, so, last season, Snjobjorsen played 32 games, conceded 31 goals, 14 clean sheets, 7.29 average rating. Pretty good, but it's in the lower division of Iceland and he's just stuck there. So far this season, 7.28 average rating. I think he's going to be stuck there forever, earning no money whatsoever. Next we have Bogdanovic, who has 1 cap for Sweden, which is good to see. At 23 years old, that's pretty decent for a keeper. Of course, some people have pointed out that the keeper can play at left back as well, but he is only playing in goal. But he is competent at left back, which is interesting to see. He's actually moved. He's gone from Gothenburg. Apparently it's pronounced in it's completely different in Swedish. I can't remember. Someone commented. But anyway, he's gone to Bursaspor. In the end last season, he played 29 games, 32 conceded, 6.82 average rating. In Turkey, he's played 18 games, 17 goals conceded, 7 clean sheets, 6.88 average rating, helping Bursaspor, which we can't see, so they didn't finish in the top 3. But yeah, 1 cap for Sweden. Jolly good indeed. Next up is Phil Sam. Still playing for Reading, hasn't got any England caps yet. Last season, he was in the Championship. He didn't move because Reading got relegated. He played 27 games, 1 assist, 2 man of the matches, and a 6.80 average rating, helping Reading get promoted once again, along with Fulham and Aston Villa. Next up is Dionysus Emini, who now has 40 caps for Albania, now playing for Napoli, of course. And this season only played 11 games. He's probably second choice at Napoli, to be fair, who got him on a free. And a 6.4 average rating, very poor indeed. And Napoli finished second, very impressive, behind Juventus. But he's not playing many games for Napoli. But he's added to his caps total for Albania. Next up is Harry Croft, who is playing for Everton, has 16 caps for England now, very impressive. He moved from West Ham for 19 million, of course, and this season played 48 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 7.10 average rating. I've just remembered I was meant to show you the international tournament, which would have been the World Cup 2018. So we'll just have a quick look at that now before I forget, and we shall go back. Alright, where am I going? Stages. So, Colombia won the World Cup. Was that Falco? Yep, a penalty from Falco won them the World Cup, which is interesting to see indeed. Let's see how England got on. Spain won 3rd place playoff against Germany. Colombia won 5-3 against Germany. What a game. Quarter-final, England lost 2-0. Belgium lost 1-0 there. See if any of our guys played. We had Harry Croft playing in the quarter-final of the World Cup. And I was on the bench but didn't come off the bench. Johnny Howson played. Anyone else? Croatia. Maybe we had our Croatian playing. I don't know. We'll have to come to him later on. But I don't think so. Let's have a quick look at the second round, and you can see all the fixtures there. Yourself, England won 2-1 against Chile. Goals from Wilshere and Walcott. And the group stage, Have a look at all of the groups. This is what happened. England won 2 games and drew 1. You can have a look yourself there. Anyway, back to the players. Where are we up to? Jack Morgan. Playing for Liverpool. 3 caps for England now. I think he had 2 before. Added 1 to his total. He's played 46 games last season. 1 goal, 11 assists. Very impressive that. 4 man of the matches and a 7.40 average rating. So he's done well. Let's just have a quick look to see where Liverpool finished. And how the Premiership finished. Man United won the title in the end. QPR, Norwich and Middlesbrough relegated. Liverpool finished 4th. Thanks to Jack Morgan as well. Next up we have Teg, still playing for Watford. Now has 2 caps for England. So he's actually got into the England team despite incredibly poor average ratings every single season, including this season. 33 games played, 1 assist, 1 man of the match, 6.48 average rating. It's been dreadful average rating wise every season. But he's still playing a lot of games. That must be some sort of glitch. I don't understand how it's so low. I mean, they finished 11th. It's not like they played badly. It just seems really strange. But he's got England caps now. Then we've got Sam Sutton, who now has 6 England caps. Still playing for Arsenal. Everyone's 23 years old, of course. We're coming into the stage where we really need to be getting international games if we want to have an international future. He played 27 games for Arsenal. 1 goal, 3 assists, 7.01 average rating. They finished 5th in the end, outside the Champions League places. And we have Connor still playing for Middlesbrough, but they got relegated. Look how many caps for Scotland, though. 53 at the age of 23. That's insane. 2 goals. Surely he's going to break some sort of record for Scottish caps at this rate. He's unhappy, though. I think he wants to leave. Played 29 games this season. 5 assists, 7.03 average rating. He is unhappy because he wants a new challenge. So there you go. Maybe he will leave this season. Then we have Aaron Dobson, who also plays for Middlesbrough. 30 caps for Ireland as well, which is pretty decent. And he is also transfer listed by request. Played 33 games this season. No goals, no assists. 6.52 average rating. Not the best season for him. Probably because he was playing at the back and Middlesbrough got relegated. Then we have Marian Malkovich, a Croatian, who still hasn't got any caps. Ended up with 41 under 21 caps in the end. And is now at Valencia. Moved for 5.5 million from Betis. 24 games this season, 4 assists, 7.22 average rating. That is very good. And helping them to a 3rd place finish in the league. Then we have James Harris, Austrian, who's now got 8 caps for Austria, despite having competition from David Alaba. Perhaps they're playing him in a different position. But he's moved to Newcastle for £13 million. Eventually leaving Bayern Munich, who just didn't really play him. So he's not... I suppose they've got David Alaba. They didn't need James Harris. But he's played 22 games. 3 assists, 7.52 average rating. That's very good. Newcastle finished 8th in the league. So he's had a very good season there. Next up is James Spence, who always seems to get the highest ratings. He's left Ipswich. It is incredible. He's got 2 caps for England as well, which is really good to see. He deserves that so much. And he moved for 8.75 million. Played 37 games, 5 goals, 8 assists, 7.07 average rating. Actually, his worst yet, but that's because he's played in the Premiership. But he's still played very well, still got a lot of goals, got a lot of assists. Oh, he's going to be so happy he's left. Everyone seems to be signing for Watford, except you, Phil Sam. Anyway, he's earning $170,000 a week. That's insane. Shows how good he is. It's surprising England haven't played him as many times as they have. But wow, he must be the top earner. We'll have a look at the end. I'm talking really quickly here. Daniel Hubner, Polish. 16 caps for Poland now. Still at Frankfurt. Played 35 games. 4 goals, 3 assists and a 6.88 average rating. Pretty average, but helped Frankfurt to a... Where did they finish? 7th place finish in the Bundesliga. Then we have Ryan Leahy. He's left St Mirren and has 3 caps for Ireland. And also moved to Middlesbrough. Everyone seems to be signing for Watford and Middlesbrough. But of course they get relegated. Only played 7 games though. And a 6.4 average rating doesn't look good. Moved for 3.5 million in the end, but hopefully he will improve in the Championship. Next up is myself. I have gone to Watford as well. What on earth? I now have 7 caps for England and 1 goal, which I think I'd already scored before. I can't really remember. But anyway, I've scored for England. Yeah. I moved for free. They didn't want me anymore. I think my contract must have ran out. But I played 17 games, had a very poor season indeed. 6.46, 1 assist. Not looking good for me. Despite getting in the England team and playing, well, being at the World Cup. Michael Laudrup is manager now. I don't know who's in the team currently. Out of our crop, we've got Harry Croft, Sam Sutton, and that's it at the moment. I'm not in the team for the first time for a while. So yeah, it doesn't look good for me at the moment. But Watford have a lot of us. I mean, who do they have? Got a lot of us for some reason. They've got Teg. They've got James Spence. Myself. Oh, maybe not so many. But various players have played for Watford over the seasons. Except you, Phil Sam. Sorry, I keep mentioning that. Rubbing it in. Next up is Berzanovic, who has 23 caps for Montenegro now and is moving to Salzburg, which is... someone else played for him, didn't they? But yeah, he played 27 games for Duisburg in the 2nd division of Germany. But they only finished 12th, so he's going to probably a better team now. 1 goal, 4 assists, 6.82 average rating. But he's getting games for Montenegro, which is good to see. Next up is David Riley, still only has 2 caps for Scotland because he's been stuck at Chelsea, I think. I'm not sure they're playing him. Oh, he has. He's played 13 games, 4 assists, 6.50 average rating, but only 1 game in the league, 10 cup games and 2 European. So he's a bit stuck there, but he is getting a few games here and there. Joe Bachan is still stuck in Singapore, but now has 34 caps for Singapore. Looks like he's going to be a very good player in terms of Singaporean history, but unfortunately it doesn't look like he's going to get a dream move to Europe. Played 22 games last season in the end, 6 goals, 7 assists, 6.9 average rating. 12 games this season so far and 4 assists. Too far. Heibo Wang is now at Everton, played 53 games for South Korea and 2 goals. Pretty impressive indeed after leaving West Ham for 13.5 million. He only played 13 games for Everton this season, unfortunately, and only 6.45 average rating, which is not good. Should have stayed at West Ham, where he played a lot of games. And that's a lot of money to spend on a player that's not playing. Must have been injured at some point. Well, he's had a few injuries, I guess, but not massive ones. Matt Anderson is at Atletico Madrid and has 1 goal and 1 cap for Slovakia. That's a big move for him. 4.8 million from Nuremberg. Played 17 games, 1 goal, 10 assists, very good indeed, and 7.31 average rating. Don't know why he's not getting in the Slovakian full team. Well, he's got 1 cap and 1 goal, but still deserves a bit more than that. Worked the space still at Hoffenheim. 18 goals in 47 games for India. I don't think these sort of countries play huge numbers of international games though, which is, he'd probably have massive amounts if they played more games. Mainly all his appearances were off the bench really. 26 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 6.76 average rating. But they did get promoted back to the top division in Deutschland. So he'll be playing in the top division next season. Zach Edwards, oh, that's another one at Watford, of course. No caps for England so far. But he has improved over time. He's got 15 on finishing now. But only played 11 games last season. But 3 goals, not bad. And 6.66 average rating. Needs more game time next season though. He's had varying seasons. And Sheridan Sparks is still being held hostage by Derby. Why? Why hasn't he left? But they did play him a lot more for once. 22 games, 6 goals, 1 assist, 6.79 average rating. But he looks so promising. And Derby ruined him. They really have. So, sorry about that, Sheridan. So, we'll have a look at the general info and see... No, wait. Yeah. Value-wise, The highest is Sam Sutton, 17.5 million. They've got Harry Croft, James Harris, Connor. You can see yourself. Contract. Oh yes, James Spence is earning basically double what James Harris is, almost double. No more, yeah, double, exactly double. That is right. If I'm doing, yes, exactly double. There we go. Amazing, incredible. How are Watford paying someone 170k a week? I just realised that. That's insane. And they're also paying Teg 84k a week, and myself 54. They must have. Oh, I suppose it's the Italians, isn't it? Yeah, they're rich. Oh, crazy. Should be finishing higher. The money they're throwing out. But yeah, we'll have a quick look at who's played the most. Harry Croft, he just does seem to be the best player now. Absolutely beasting it. Got the most caps as well for England. Goals wise, our top scorer was in fact Sheridan Sparks last season. When I do it next time, I think I'll have some more strikers. Average rating, James Harris by, wow, what a brilliant average rating. And lastly, international caps. The most is Connor and Wang with 53. Work the Space is 47. Goals wise, 18 for Work the Space. And we don't need to look at youth caps really anymore because obviously they can't get them. So there we go. That's it for episode 8. Sorry for the wait, but I hope you enjoyed. And any ideas for this series? I don't want you to be bored. I did suspect people get bored of this, if I'm honest, because it's a bit monotonous. It's a bit samey, the whole every episode. But there's not much else I can do. This was the idea. But generally most people are interested by the looks of it. So yeah, thank you for continuing to watch. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next episode.